let's talk a little bit about, the Euro is actually going on, but let's talk a little bit about the news. What's going on with Real Madrid? Our new players coming in after we know that the Kylian Mbappe and Endrick already are going to be joining us this summer. Are there other new players coming inside? I'll give you a little bit and a little bit more about this after this right now, starting right now. Muy buena mi gente, aquí nos encontramos nuevamente en otro programa de Fútbol con Bamba.
Dentro del área, golpea Petit, Zidane y gol. Ha marcado Zidane el 1-0 para Francia.
Welcome everybody, and here we go. This is another show of Fútbol con Bamba, and yes, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Real Madrid, because we knew already that we still have in the air what's going to happen with Fernando Mendy, what's going to happen with Nacho, what's going to happen if Lenny Yota would be joining Real Madrid, if Alphonso Davies joining Real Madrid. Let's talk a little bit about that, and let's start first about the center back in Real Madrid. We know that this Real Madrid has been right now in the phase that they've suffered a little bit, especially this season, where we had David Alaba almost all the season out, Eder Militao 90% of the season was out, and then we have Nacho, who's getting great offers and was almost thinking about leaving the club last season, but when he found out that Benzema was leaving, he can have that captain actually medal or status in the team. He wanted to participate. Not only that, his dream was to always raise the cup during championship, and he did that with the Super Cup. He did that with the league, and he did that with the Champions League. So what other best way about going out of the squad, and you've been a one-man club your entire life? Well, we know also that Nacho has been a player that last season, he waited all the way to the tour in the United States to be able to change his mind and come inside. And when we saw that Benzema left the squad, then he decided to actually consider and stay with Real Madrid an additional year. Now, coming this year comes up, Real Madrid still is not certain about Nacho coming in and staying. However, there is strong rumors that Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia, the club that I think has Neymar and Benzema, has come to an agreement with Nacho, apparently verbally. Now, this is the rumors that has just gotten to Real Madrid squad, and the Real Madrid leadership has come in and said and called Nacho and said, hey, let's do something. Let's wait until the 30th of June before you make a decision, and we'll give you up to that time for you can give us a little bit of time. They know that right now Nacho is going through the Euro Cup, and this is going to be focused towards that, and Real Madrid really doesn't want to actually make a decision through there. But if they see, I bet you if Spain goes all the way to the final, then Real Madrid will wait until the 14th of July, which I think is the final, pretty much around there. But if not, they're right now expecting that hopefully Nacho makes a decision prior to the 30th of June. Now, what does this do for Real Madrid? Well, this might be playing a double game. This might be playing a card in the favor of Real Madrid about coming inside and try to get it and force the League of Spain to reduce a little bit their price on their Lenny Yoro account. Now, we know that Lenny Yoro was proposed to be 100 million if any team wanted to actually acquire him this season. This was something that no squad really pushed to be able to do. However, there was strong rumors that the agent of Lenny Yoro made contact with Real Madrid to see if there was interest from Real Madrid. Real Madrid did mention that there will be possibilities for the kid if the kid wanted to actually make serious and be joining Real Madrid. Now, we know that the kid has let know his club in France that the team that he's really looking forward to actually move forward is actually Real Madrid. Now, the team wants to retain the player. However, they know that the player really wants to leave this season, and therefore he's looking to see what's the best option. So therefore, Lille has reduced their pretensions and gone into 60 million euros right now in pretension. This has appeared that PSG has offered the money, has become very aggressive to try to acquire the resources of Lenny Yoro. However, because the kid wants to go to Real Madrid, the only reason the kid would not decide to accept or will decide to accept this pretension from PSG is if Real Madrid actually confirms to him that they would not be pursuing his acquirement this season, this summer. So it's going to be majorly on the behalf of Nacho, but also is going to be on the price from Lenny Yoro, because there's rumors that Real Madrid is not looking to spend more than 40 million euros. But if Lille already came to 60, there is a way that they can probably meet up at some point really close to there. And Real Madrid would not be crazy to bring an 18-year-old. Now, I know that everybody's talking about, but what if Nacho stays? Well, there's another opportunity for Lenny Yota to be able to join Real Madrid. And this is if David Alaba doesn't recover the way that they wanted, and maybe David Alaba might be seeing his last days also in Real Madrid. Now, this has not been something that has been talked about too much on the press, but this is a realistic thing that is occurring on the squad. The squad really counts for David Alaba, but they're very concerned about his health, being that he's already post 30 years old. Recovery has not gone as well as they thought about. He was actually thought initially that he will be able to make the Euro, and right now we know that he's not playing for the Euro. He's not even close to be fully recovered yet. So this is something that has brought concern. Not only that, when he actually fully showed that he was recovered, there was another fall down. He has to go inside and correct some of the surgery that he did. So this is things that are concerning the club. Therefore, Lenny Yoro is still on the paper. Nacho is it's the main key for him to be if for Real Madrid to push or not push for Lenny Yoro at this point. However, let's talk a little bit about Alfonso Davies and Filamendi. What is going on in that scenario? Well, we know already that the German group has already considered to lower down well, not lower down, but they're considered to be able to listen to offers for Alfonso Davies. There is rumors that they're expecting 40 million euros for the player, and if no club actually gets close to that number or gets to that number, they're willing to actually retain the player and lose them for free next season. Now, this is something that is very unusable for Bayern Munich area because they tend to, when the time comes up, if a player doesn't want to play, they actually end up leaving the club. However, this is something that it's known that Alfonso Davies has pushed back, as requested a lot more money from Bayern Munich, but has put right now the restraint saying, if Real Madrid is not going to pursue with me, there might be a chance for me to accept your offer. If not, I want to leave this summer. Now, on the other hand, there is the concern about what Real Madrid might do with Ferland Mendy. Well, this case right now, typically in Real Madrid, when a contract is coming up to an expiration about 18 months from there, what's expected from Real Madrid is they usually make a contact with their agency, the club makes a contact with their agency and requests negotiations to renew the player or to talk about their leaving the club. However, every player in the club who was coming close to that due date received an offer from the club and renewed their contract, except Filamendi. Now we know Filamendi has not been since the second year when he has to raise, and then after that he's not been healthy the entire season, and no other season after that. It's been the major concern about Real Madrid. And this is one of the reasons why it's spoken about and said and rumored from the Real Madrid top director positions that they're concerned about his health. However, having the season that Fernand Mendy had this past season, where he showed out amazing numbers, not allowing any big striker to be able to go by him. This actually brought a little bit more enthusiasm to Real Madrid. It didn't bring the enthusiasm that a big contract is in the page of Mendy, but this brought the possibility that Real Madrid is considering that they could stay with Mendy for an additional year and then let him go if they're able to get Alfonso Davies. Now, when Real Madrid actually made a contact with his agent to see exactly where's the head of Mendy, the response back towards Real Madrid has been, we're thinking about what we're going to be doing. So, there's right now Mendy is in a really good position. He just won another Champions League. He's up his value. Now he knows that a lot of clubs are very interested in him. So he's going to start listening to offers. He's in the national team of France playing the Euro, but his agent is busy pretty much right now trying to see exactly what will be the best path for Real Madrid. Now they know that this will put an extra pressure on Madrid in this point if they're able to lose Filamendi. Now we know that Real Madrid, even though Filamendi has an additional year for Real Madrid to be able to comply, Real Madrid has never been a club that if a player wants to leave to be able to withstand them. They're not PSG at that point. They're not Qatar, trying to force players as they did with Rabiot and Kylian Mbappe. So that is a positive thing for Real Madrid and for Mendy at this point. The other thing is that Real Madrid is playing with three scenarios. One of them is that they were trying to find out also with this call with the agent of Mendy if there was a possibility to exchange with Bayern Munich and send Flamendi to Germany and receive Alfonso Davies, if that will be a possibility for him. Things that it did not entertain too well for the player, and it doesn't seem like the player really wants to entertain that idea, especially because they know that this would not increase his salary, his payment salary, and he's looking for a big increasement. Now he knows that he will renew with Real Madrid if Real Madrid comes in and up his salary right now, something that has not been still offered from the club. And Flamendi would try to look for another opportunity to increase his wealth in this moment. So that is something that is ongoing with there. The other possibility that Real Madrid is thinking about is probably waiting for an additional year and wait for Alfonso Davies to actually come out for free. That is something that the player really is not entertained about having. And this is one of the reasons that they're putting pressure not renewing with Bayern Munich. He did confess to Bayern Munich that the only reason he will stride is if Real Madrid is not interested no longer, then most likely he will consider the offers and the counter offers that Bayern Munich has been offering to him. So, this is something that is going to be putting pressure on Real Madrid. And then the third option will be that Real Madrid actually acquires Alfonso Davies and then has Flamendi and Alfonso Davies together. This is ideal for Carlo Ancelotti. He will have a very solid left wing. However, this is not ideal for the club because the club really will like to make some money from Flamendi if they could, or will like to be able to just have more decision about their player for marketing purposes also as well. So those are the three possibilities. And last but not least, let's talk a little bit about Lunin. What's going on with Lunin? Well, the club thinks that Lunin wants that Lunin is going to be leaving. The reason for that is Lunin had a phenomenal year with Real Madrid. They came up right now, and Lunin has not responded yet to see. Not only that, you have to see that Lunin just acquired a new agency with Jorge Mendes. We know that when a player comes in and looks for a super agent like Jorge Mendes, it's because they're looking for great opportunities and better pay. So one thing that he will gather if he moves off to another club is he knows he's going to be in a better position. He's going to be better paid. And his value just went up significantly. So staying with Real Madrid, where he knows he's going to be fighting against Courtois, and there's no fight in that one. We know who's going to be A, we know who's going to be B. Now, the other positive note is he still has a chance to be able to decide exactly what he wants. But what would Real Madrid do? With he's definitely not going to stay with Kepa. So we'll see what Real Madrid actually pictures if this occurs. And Lunin, after the Euro, comes in and decides if he wants to move forward or not. Then that's going to be something that's going to be very interesting to see exactly Real Madrid, what their movements is going to be for this summer. So there you go. Have people hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know if in the comment section if you like what I just brought in, if you like this type of shows. But what I do is we're excited. There's Euro, there's Copa America just about to start also. So there'll be 3 to 4 games. Well, this Thursday we have 4 games. So we have a lot of football. We have a lot of entertainment, and I have a lot of materials to be able to provide to you guys. So it's going to be fun to be with you guys, communicating through the summer. And I hope you guys are enjoying. And I'll see you until next time in Football con Bambang. Ciao.